Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm going to show you a little review of my 135i and my M2 Competition. Just from my point of view of owning both of these two cars and daily driving them and let you know how my experience was with each one and what I like and don't like about each one. Let's check it out. Okay, so this I just purchased like 3 days ago from Ohio. I drove it all the way from Ohio to Minnesota. It was an 800-mile road trip. It's a 2011 135i with the N55 engine. I'm pretty sure the car's tuned. The keys say DIN in stage 2. Also, the inside the engine compartment it says BMW Power Kit Performance upgraded. I haven't called the dealer to verify the bin, but I'm pretty sure it's not stock. It also has an Evolution Raceworks charge pipe and Mishimoto oil catch can. So far I'm liking the car. It's a very well conditioned for 2011. It's very well taken care of. Actually, it doesn't even have swirl marks or anything. So I'm pretty sure the previous owner of this car took very good care of it. It also only has 20,000 miles as of now with a road trip, but I purchased it with 19,000 miles and I'll show you guys around. Okay guys, so I guess the very first thing to note is the engine, and this is the N55 twin scroll turbo engine. This makes 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. Stock, I believe this car is not stock actually. I'm pretty sure it's tuned. I have to verify that though, but it doesn't feel that much of a difference going from the M2 to this one right now. But the M2 is stock as of now. But I guess that's the big question is power, which this car does have a lot of power. Even stock, it's actually very fun. So the M2 Competition here comes with the M3 and M4 engine, the F80 platform. It's the S55 twin turbo engine, so this one does have two individual turbos. This one makes 405 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque, 100 horsepower over that one, and almost 100 pound-feet of torque more. But this is an M car. I do believe that the price though is a huge difference, considering that one car was made 10 years ago and the base price was at $45,000. And this car 10 years later is 100 horsepower more, and it drives a million times better. Fast forward 10 years and the car is only worth $10,000 more, roughly $15,000, because this car is about $60,000 sticker price. That car was about $45,000 sticker price. So I believe for $15,000 more in 10 years, it's not much of a difference, and I believe this is the overall best package you could get. Okay, so a big difference, which I like, are the headlights. Obviously, like I said, this is a 2020 M2 Competition. I believe there's a huge improvement there on the headlights. I love how mean this car looks, especially when the car is on your rearview mirror. It looks extremely mean. These are the upgraded headlights. The 135i for its year, I like the headlights as well. It just looks more simple. It doesn't look as aggressive. You know, it doesn't stand out. It's just a regular 1 Series. But the headlights are definitely a big upgrade for me. Another huge difference here are definitely the brakes. The braking performance from the M2 Competition is way better than the braking performance of 135i. I believe they both have 6-piston brakes in the front. Definitely the rotors on this one are as big as the wheels on the 135i, but obviously this has way more torque and horsepower. A huge difference to me are these M2 Competition seats. These are by far probably the best seats I've used from factory on a car. I love the seats. The interior is actually very simple, especially for this day and age where everything now has, you know, very lots of technology and stuff like that. Definitely like my cars to be more simple than that. Both of these cars have the Harman Kardon sound system, but as I show you the inside of the 135i, I love how simple it is, which is the same thing with the M2 Competition. They're very simple cars, which I personally like myself. They're both equipped with a 7-speed DCT transmission. I'll show you guys some exhaust sounds. I'm pretty sure this car has the M Performance exhaust, and the M2 Competition is a stock exhaust. I'll show you guys. Talking about the rear end of the cars, the M2 definitely has a wider stance. It has a quad exhaust tip. Definitely looks more aggressive. But I love how this 135i looks. It has a carbon fiber rear diffuser, just as I bought it. It's very simple, yet, I don't know, it's very appealing. It's a car that's aged very well, I think. 10 years later, the car still looks great in my opinion. It's very clean, especially this particular example. Like I said, it was a very well maintained car. I'm just very happy the way the car is, the shape of it. So one thing to note about this car is it was the last generation with hydraulic steering. So the steering feels extremely heavy compared to the M2 Competition, which is something that could go either way, depends on your taste. But definitely out of the both, I enjoyed that car a lot, but I definitely enjoy this car as much. You know, it would be a hard pick to take one or the other. You know, I'm not the type of person that, you know, I'm not interested in more horsepower or which one's faster. Obviously that question's been answered by a bunch of people already, and by numbers, that's the best car. But you know, the overall driving experience and the fun factor going into it, you know, for the price, I definitely say this one. You know, if you have the money, then go ahead and get the M2 Competition. But like I said, money aside and fun factor, they're both very fun cars. I'm a BMW fan, and I love both platforms, the E8X and the F8X. They're both great platforms, and I'm pretty sure these are the last generation BMWs that are true driver's experience cars. You know, the new generation cars, like the new M3, M4, I've not driven yet, but you know, it just seems like the world of cars is going the wrong way, where things are being electrical now, and more cars, you know, and more restrictions on tunes, and no more, you know, downpipes and tunes in California, stuff like that, is definitely going to catch up to us. So I think these are the last true generation of M cars. This is not an M car, but the last true generation of BMWs. So I hope you guys like the video, and if you like, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.